Hello everyone, I'm Nico Chicken Taco. Welcome to Frontline Analysis. I'm mainly on NA data centers, sometimes JP. I make my last video talking about some basic stuff such as like positioning and just basic game decisions. And this game I will talk about like how to fight, how to use burst countdown, and how to avoid pinches. It's an example from a Qsync event from Crystal Data Center. And yeah, this game is really interesting, so I want to talk about this game. So here, we are pathing straight to the beach. I'm doing that because I have been playing 4 games already, and every games people fight on the beach really early. So I guess it's a very common thing on Crystal. So I'm just taking advantage of, because I assume they will fight for sure on the beach. Don't do this in normal game. It's a Qsync event, right? So these are like experienced PvPers. So I believe they can react to stuff. That's why I'm making this move. Okay, here, I talked about this in my last video, why fighting early before the Nook spawn is bad. Because the cave spawn can just take priority of everything. They have priorities of the northern side of the map and the southern side of the map, so you often don't want to fight before Nook spawn. Yep, if we have good PvPers, we are just going to take advantage of this and snowball really fast and get back to high. So it's the best to I would say you can do 2 things. Red, you can path to a cave, or just hold the high ground around here. Just don't engage on the beach. Usually you don't want to engage. Of course, there is exception that you know everyone on your team, they are strong, you can just fight. Also, Boer, I would suggest to hold around this high ground to avoid engagement too, so you have priority on the south. I also talked about these 2 pillars in my last video about how crossing. So if south side cross these pillars, the north side has the advantage and you will get pinch. If the north side cross this pillar, the south side would have advantage, and the north side would more likely to get pinched. So just make sure like don't cross this. Like usually you don't want to cross these 2 pillars. Okay, let's see. So here we go from behind, and you know blue cross these 2 pillars, and it's the perfect opportunity for us to just get an easy pinch. Okay, here. I think we got around 8 kills. 8 kills. These are all like experienced PvP, right? So 8 kills is really huge and a really good. It's a really big advantage, I would say. You will see how we snowball with those 8 kills really soon. So just make sure to not engage. To not engage before Nook spawn. Okay, here I'm calling my team to retreat back around the south loop. Let me talk about we're talking about how to fight in this video, right? So here is a really like a really usual place that that a team would just get wiped because of here is a choke point, and here this entry is a choke point too. So when a team entering these 2 choke point, they will be really stacked, and the team that is spread out around here, around right here, would be able to burst them down really easy. You will see. The call out I'm doing here is, just here, like they are all stacked around here, right? So it's an easy pull and just farming battle high. Here, I see some red coming from here. As a caller, you should always look at the map and have your map open all the time. Just to react to stuff. This one, I forgot the number of this node. This node is really dangerous though, right? You can get pinched from all the angle, and you usually don't want to stay here for too long. I think it's called D3 or something. This node, okay. You can pinch from every single angle. Middle is a choke point. Here is a choke point. Here, I'm calling my team to back up because now we are at the choke point. We have the disadvantage. We have the disadvantage. So I'm just calling my team to back up. Yeah, I'm spamming the back up button. And yeah, just baiting blue into this choke point. You see this choke point, and now they are all stacked, and I'm gonna call an engage right here. When you are chasing down, it's not a common thing on NA yet. But I think when game qualities keep increasing, this kind of pinch, this kind of burst will happen more often. So just keep in mind, don't chase too deep into a choke point, into a small area. So here I'm pulling my I'm pulling my team back because the next set of node is going to spawn soon. There's no reason to overstay. So now red is leading. I'm making a mistake right here, right? Because the red main group is here. It's a perfect opportunity for us to pinch. I'm wasting time here, so just keep in mind. Just look at the map all the time. Like here is a really good opportunity for us to pinch, and I'm just wasting time up here north. Now red has so much time to react, and they're already backing up. So I just call my team to go back into cave. Remember, now we have, even though red is leading, we have the battle high advantage, and it's really huge. Here, I don't want to hit blue here because blue has no battle high. They got wiped out twice, and they have only 61 scores, right? So I'm just telling my team to not touch blue here. You don't want to piss a team off, and a team to have significantly lower score. If a team has significantly lower score, they don't have hope to win, and they will just pick a team to win. And often they will just keep fighting the team that pissed them off and just let the other team win. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to do this. Avoid hitting the third place. Like, I totally don't want to do it, but it somehow works. But if blue is mad, right, they can just whip us. Yep, it's a really good burst. I think it's because we had the battle high bomb earlier. Just killing this rat. You need to be careful here. I think now they both realize we are the stronger team on fighting, so they might start focusing us. Just look, like you don't want to in a situation like this, even you are there like patting damage, it doesn't do much other than patting damage and making your scoreboard looks good. You want to back up? I would say back up, so they would be less careful. Then you can give them a surprise attack. You want the kills, you don't want the damage. So I keep calling back up here, but it doesn't really work. Here, red is restacked, and Just a burst countdown. I don't know. Yeah. Blue should. I don't know why red is messing with blue there. Okay, here you don't want to fight in mid though. If blue is chasing you, because red can path toward us in every single angle. So now I'm just calling retreat back to cave. First, we are leading and we have battle high, and I think both team already realized that at this point. So I'm calling a retreat. Here, I'm calling back up and bait them into a trap point again. Make sure you engage when the team is stacked. So I'm trying to bait them into a trap point here. And now they took the bait and we can engage. It's a big one, I think, if I remember. Alrighty. Again, don't get baited into a trap point. Just stop chasing. Especially like red is behind you there. Okay, mid and the high ground spawn. Here, we are super ahead, right? So we should probably give up. We should probably give up middle. Assuming red and blue is gonna work together to shut down us. It's not normal game, right? It's a Qsync game, so they will be smart and know which team to focus instead of fighting each other in the mid. So I'm calling my team to retreat. To hold the high ground because we are really ahead. We don't need to no score. We can just look for opportunity to get kills and to get kills safely. Here, there are like a few blue here. Always look at the map, right? Few blue here, few blue here, few blue here. You don't know where it's blue main groups. These are all like small group of people. So blue main group, it's possible they are already pathing toward you. So you don't want to be at the trap point here, right? Even though you're not a caller, you should have a sense of positioning and stuff. Okay, blue is in middle for some reason. I wouldn't have predicted that, to be honest. I thought they were gonna pinch us. Okay, here, red is pathing to a north. They could path to us, right? So you don't want to stay around here for too long. See, some of them are already smart and trying to give signal to their team to path to us. Okay, blue is chasing into a choke point. It's very obvious. Again, choke point, find the choke point. So now we can burst count down them. A spread team always win against a stack team. You want to avoid staying into a choke point for too long or chasing into a choke point. Here, back up. No, red. Red is too slow. You shouldn't even think about blue here if you are red. Yeah. There were some people at beach messing around, like on the beach, messing around with blue. That's why this pinch wasn't too successful. Because the team is not on the same page. Now blue is coming and I'm just calling my team to back up. We already have the battle high and stuff. So we can kind of fight two team, but we cannot at the same time. You burst and go back and back up. Ready for next round of burst. because after you use your big buttons, you have like a, for some job you have a 15 seconds of downtime, and for some jobs you have a 30 to 45 seconds of downtime. So you always just want to go in, burst them down with maybe 3 GCDs, and you should just stop backing up. Here it's really dangerous to chase them into the choke point. I think red is standing by like north, so I'm just spamming the retreat button. Okay, red is heading east. Okay, makes sense because talk about it in my last video. Each team should at least host 1 knock. You want to give 1 knock to the other team. Yeah, you should. I explained that in my last video. So if you are interested in why I think each team should at least give 1 knock to each team, you can watch my last video. Yeah, red shouldn't. Yeah, here, right. Red already hold your knock, and that knock is supposed to be blues. So you shouldn't force to take that one. Yep. So now blue is alone and helpless, and you know we are strong. In this situation, you should always pre-position around the fighting teams to react to stuff. So even you are not intent to engage, you still want to be there to scare them off. So the strong team wouldn't just farm the other team. You want to be around the fighting teams, so they will be careful and they won't chase too deep or farm too much scores. So red is making a mistake here, trying to cross taking that knock and not being around north here, or like, yeah. Okay, now they disappear on the map. It takes around 15 seconds. I mean 20 seconds to pass through the cave. So as a caller, you just start counting that in your mind. It's overstaying. Look, our team is in the choke point. Pull your team back. Pull your team back right now. It's almost 20 seconds. Do you see my camera angle? I am constantly looking at the north entry. You should always do that if you are the one that giving callouts to your team. Always look at all 3 teams. No tunnel vision. Okay, the main group is middle. That's not a main group. I'm not sure where's the main group at yet. There are a lot of hiding spots. Okay, blue is chasing into the choke point, so you know what will happen. If I were blue, I would make sure red is awareness before we engage. I know you probably panicking and really want to shut down the first place, but sometimes it just end up fitting more battle heights if you don't think about it carefully. So, yep. Okay, we don't know where it's red. So you only want to do your burst and then back up. Only want to do your burst, no overextend. Do you see my angle? I'm still looking at the north entry. Okay, they are here. It's good, right? Because we didn't chase into the choke point yet. And we can just back up. We have a few death, but if we chase into the choke point, it will probably be a team wipe for us. We have probably 6 death, which is not so bad. Okay, here. It's really bad for us. The ideal one. There's no ideals one here, right? Let's see what is going to happen. After the 9-minute mark, there will be only 3 nodes spawning. Before 9 minutes mark, is 4 nodes every set. So there is none on the beach. So both two teams can focus you. Can focus you all the time. Here, I want to do a burst. Not good, and you can see red is already pathing here. Here, the thing about getting pinched on this high ground as well as that high ground, this high ground in north, is you can jump toward middle, you can jump toward here. So here, I should definitely put a demarker just around here. So no. So to get my whole team, do you see the demarker? I want to get my whole team jump toward that direction. But lucky enough, I guess I was recognized and I am getting focused as a tank. So we only got 2 deaths, which is really good. Getting pinched like this and only had 2 deaths. Okay, 3 deaths, including me. Why the fog is so bad? Okay, look at the scoreboard. Here is when I start making a lot of mistakes. That's the main reason I want to make this video. To learn from mistakes for myself and just improve. So we are at 750 and we can win off I don't know math. We can win off 10 kills from 10 kills. 10 kills is very easy for us because of our we have been snowboarding, and 10 kills is really easy if I make the correct choice here. And I didn't make any correct choice from now on, I think. So here I'm calling my team to back up. So I'm not sure what red is doing, right? Now we need 14 kills. Still doable? Still doable? Yeah, I was putting my team back up here. I don't know why I was doing that, because Blue was chasing us and it would be an easy countdown burst for us. First mistake. Here, this person is smart, right? This person single-handedly revealed my whole team. Let's see if they would use this information. Okay, Blue is pushing onto red high ground. I wouldn't say it's not correct, but if I was Blue, I would save my resources. No, not saving resources. I would just, push red, get some kills because you are 3rd place, and just jump off. We are the strong one on battle high. Now is the burst countdown. I actually expected us to win here after all this kill. Okay, here I'm gonna make the worst mistake. We are at 773 with 6 kills. Okay, here. Team is still chasing. And I wasn't on the same page as them. I was pathing north. And as a caller, yes, you are making choices for your team and expect your team to follow, right? But sometimes you need to look at your team position and think about if they can follow up. If they cannot follow, you should make decision based on your team. Yeah, we can expect that red was around north and they can head to this high ground faster than us, especially we were still chasing here. So I definitely shouldn't have north myself, and I should stay with my group and make different calls. Big mistake. We are like only 6 kills away. We don't need to take this enough to win. Like the better thing I can do was we were at the high ground, right? So we weren't fighting. So we can do a recall. I can do a recall macro and tell my team to all recall back to the spawn. The thing about K spawn, if you recall, you will get the invisibility, right? The invincibility cover. Like, do you see my mouse? It's around here. Cover this area. So you can push up to the north high ground and the south high ground after recalling without taking any damage. If my brain worked better at that time when I was calling, I would definitely call a retreat. I mean a recall, and then push toward the north node with invincibility and get 6 kills. The dangerous part about this high ground is, okay, I cannot show you. Let me see if I can show you guys that. Okay, do you see the stair? When I talk about choke point, right? You don't want to stay in the small area. And yeah, the stair is very small area, and the actual high ground, the enemy can all spread out of there. So it will be an easy lose for us if we want to fight here. Even we have battle high, they have the spread versus stack advantage and high ground versus no ground advantage. And now we are just slowly start losing. Also, don't be like me. The map. I zoom in the map. I cannot see what is going on the beach. You want to see the whole map, no matter what. Okay, we drop under 700 score. Now we have like no hope of winning, I think, at this point, because we still have the Argos. We're still getting focused by both teams. It's just how the whole game is like, right? They are locked over, suddenly change their mind and focus each other. And I'm still trying to push toward this choke point. I'm making the same mistake that I was taking advantage of on the other two teams. I was still hoping we can do something for battle high, but I just didn't realize we already lost so much battle high, and we probably didn't even have the advantage anymore. Also, we're getting focused. Yeah, we're just gonna win now, without doubt. Okay, GG. So I just kind of show how to snowball and a bad example of how to deal with constantly focus and pinches. There were two things I could do different. first is the Hurt is here, right? When we were so close to winning. I could do two things. I could have the full group keep chasing down blue here, because red was going to be distracted by the knock, right? So we could safely, we still had the advantage here. We could just safely chase down blue for 6 kills. We could do that, or we could do the return strat I was talking about. And the other thing is, after the first time failing pushing the high ground, I should have changed to another plan. Yeah, I shouldn't have kept pushing the high ground after the first fail. So if you're like around south here, you probably have better chance. We will take that look and stop and hold the high ground, right? So that's it for today's analysis. It was a really fun game experience calling on NAC Rock, and yeah, it was a really sweaty game, and a lot of good example of burst countdown and how to pinch and how to dodge pinch, I think. Yep. Thank you for watching, and yeah, if you are interested, if you think something I talked about was wrong, feel free to leave a comment down there, and I will try to reply. And yeah, I just want to be a better player. Thank you for watching.